Uh, Hello everyone, a big hi and a very good evening to all my dear super amazing bachalo. So tell me, how are you all doing? So in the meanwhile, if any one of you is seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and simply, those students who love me so more, they simply call me Bhaiya, right? And what we're gonna do today, and what makes this session so special? Today is going to be the very last session for the topic of thermodynamics. So I want every one of you to be here from the beginning till the end, because if we get time, we'll be trying to make a very quick revision of all the topic that we have completed, and we are going to do lot many important questions which can obviously bring so much of confidence in you for this particular chapter. Okay? So once again, hi, hello everyone, good evening, and tell me, how are you all doing? Everyone here in this classroom. Anshika, Vidhi, good evening. How was your day? मेरा दिन तो बहुत बढ़िया. Like always, पता नहीं, I was so energetic, and one of my friend called me like 5 minutes before the class started, and he told that he tested positive for corona. He was there with me in 3 days before. So I hope nothing happens, right? And he'll also be having a very speedy recovery. And I also won't be having any further issues, I suppose, right? Okay. Anyone? Hi Prakar, Lucifer, Alia, Sagar. Okay. Second law of thermodynamics. ठीक है Prakar, you know, right? So seems like you want to come and take the classes here. I was just kidding. Okay. So Shreya, I'm doing good. Varsha, hi. Thurston, Myara, Preeti, hi. Hello everyone. बच्चा लोग सब बढ़िया है ना? सब बढ़िया कर रहा है? ठीक है. Now, if any one of you is seeing me for the very first time, a bit of introduction about myself. I hope you all can see from the screen, right? I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching JEE, NEET and board student. I am a beta graduate from NIT Calicut in mechanical engineering. And one more thing to add to this list. I'm from Kerala. I'm not so good with Hindi, right? So obviously I'll be taking all my classes in English. मतलब all the conversation सब English में हो जाएगा. I'm trying to learn Hindi. मेरा हिंदी तो improve हो रहा है, ठीक है? Okay, and I'm really trying hard. देख ले, I'll tell a one-liner in Hindi. Let it be like this. मेरा हिंदी तो बहुत improve हो रहा है, अच्छा हो रहा है मेरा हिंदी, right? I think it's good, right? Thank you so much. Now, obviously, you have many educators who's teaching in Hindi, so I'll be keeping to my English language. I hope you will all love it, right? Okay. Now we'll move further. देख ले, this is the schedule for my classes for this particular week. What you can see here is, okay, I forgot to, okay, this is for last week. I should have updated. Now, one thing that I want to tell you is tomorrow at 10 p.m. to every one of you, schedule was not updated. That's my Chotu's problem ho gaya. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. hai na bachcha log. So tomorrow we have a class which is on 1 hour revision. Which chapter we're going to revise bachcha log? Thermal properties. Yaad hai na? Thermal properties of matter, right? So thermal properties ka 1 hour revision is going to happen tomorrow. I'm expecting every one of you, because this is going to do a lot much of good for you. Don't take it so lightly, right? It is so much important. Make sure that you come to this class. Fine? Okay. Now we'll proceed further. At the same time, if you don't want to miss any of the live classes from your favorite teachers, okay, and if you want to get all the updates, this is the best place. Telegram channel link is given here and also in the description box. Okay. Moving on, Bugs Bounty. What it is? Bacha log, Bugs Bounty is an amazing program where you can get so much of prizes. What do you have to do? You just have to go to the description box. There you'll find a form. Fill the form if you're finding any inappropriate content in the videos uploaded by Unacademy. If it is valid, बहुत सारा खूब सारा prizes मिल जाएगा आप सब लोगों को. Fine. Now, ये क्या है? Unacademy Combat Scholarship Test क्या होता है, sir? Right? Unacademy Combat Scholarship Test is just designed to give you so much of scholarships and so much of prizes, right? And if you haven't written and if you haven't registered before, you guys are missing a lot much of benefits. Shall I tell you? For the first 3 rankers, bachalo, right? What all are you gonna get? First rank gold medal मिल जाएगा, second rank silver medal, and for the rank 3 bronze medal. Wow, awesome. Along with the certificates, is that all? No, because for the first 3 rank 1 year of Unacademy का free subscription मिल जाएगा पूरा 1 साल को. Others are given scholarship for the subscription. So what is actually restricting you from joining it? जल्दी से आकर join कर ले. And one more thing, right, is that the registration is completely free once you can remember हमारा code for the entire physics. Code क्या है हमारा? AMB10. ठीक है, use कर ले, get 10% of discount and maximum offers while you make the subscription. Okay. Now, like I say in all my classes, मेरा बच्चा लोग, just share the class to all your fellow friends. How many of you have already done that? I think many of you already might have done. है ना? Let's say Sankamitra, Kunal, Preeti, Shreya, Jia, Thanmay. Those who haven't, just share the class to all your friends. ठीक है? बोल दे अरे भैया का स्टार्ट तो क्लास तो शुरू हो गया. Come and join the class as soon as possible. ठीक है? Fine. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very good. Cool. Already shared. I think I can see many comments which says I have already shared. I think let's just like Rumpa, Miara. Good evening, Ayush. Okay, Shreya Kumari. Good, good. Jia, done. Great. Okay. Now, in the meanwhile, before they join, we'll take some 2 minutes and I'll explain what are the amazing features you can enjoy, Anna. How awesome and amazingly you can learn once you're a part of Unacademy plus subscription platform. Nowadays we are learning through YouTube, right? I do appreciate that. Obviously, it's an awesome thing. But there are some things which you are missing and where you can get it in the Unacademy plus subscription platform. What all? Right? You'll be asking, sir, what all things are we missing right now? We don't feel like. I'll tell you. Because there are some students, Anna, who would love to have personal guidance or mentoring directly from the teachers. Matlab, they'll feel so good, right, when their educator is right behind them to see if they are making any mistake, and if at all they make any mistake, the educator is there to correct them, right? Okay, so this can happen once you are a part of Unacademy plus subscription platform. Q? Because once you are there, we have so many options such as live chat boxes, okay, question banks and question boxes, where you can put all your doubts and clear it on the live class itself. More than that, right, if you're still your doubt is not clear, there is a feature called as in-class calling facility. Matlab, you can call your educator in the class itself through the app, get your doubts cleared in the class itself before you leave the class, and have a happy session with your educator with having zero doubts. Isn't it simply awesome? Yes, more awesome things are there. Top educators of the country will be there to teach you with very huge experience. Because of their experience itself, they'll be able to tell you, right? Okay, what all examination pattern you should be expecting, what all questions you should be doing, so that you can make the best preparation for term 2 and all the other competitive examination. Result kya hota hai? Obviously, you're going to ace in all the competitive examinations, right? More than that, obviously, you'll be ending up in the colleges whichever you're dreaming about. Study materials are given, practice tests, live test series. Everything is going to make you super confident, I say. Now, if you go for 12 months, it will cost you 1,250 per month. Okay, fine. And if you need extra 10% of discount, use kar le hamara code. What is our code? It's AMB10. Use it, get 10% of discount, and enjoy your life being a part of an Unacademy family, and we can have a happy learning. Now, we have one more kind of subscription. Kya hota hai? Iconic. In Iconic, you'll get all the features of Plus. Plus some extra features such as personal mentor will be given. Matlab, a person will be assigned to you. He'll be telling you what to study, what not to study, how to study. Okay, for every planning of your academic things, this person will be there. He'll be planning out everything, because nowadays you'll be spending a lot much of time on your planning things, right? To how to study, what to study. You spend a lot of time, but once this person is there, he'll be there to do all these stuff. So you can save your time. More than that, you'll feel so comfortable, safe, and very good. Okay, you'll feel so pleasant when this person is there always with you for your academic things. Then live doubt solving classes, weekly reports, sab ho jayega, right? This can only improve your education in every way possible. Now, if you're going for 12 months, it should cost you 2,333 per month. And again, you can avail for 10% of discount. How? We have our code AMB10. Use it, get 10% of discount, and enjoy your life, like I say, being a part of Unacademy family. Now, bacha log, Spark batches going on for the class 11 students आप लोगों के लिए, right, in the platform. We are going to soon start with from 25th onward, मतलब next Tuesday onwards, नया chapter शुरू होने वाला है oscillation, right? Don't you think it will be awesome to learn with me oscillation in the platform, right? So don't miss it. On 25th we are going to start, and the link for joining this particular classroom or this batch is given on the top. Along with me, you can enjoy biology with Shalini ma'am, chemistry with Abba ma'am, English with Anita ma'am, maths with Deepak sir. So don't miss your chance. Click on the link, you can join the class, and we can have an amazing class. Fine? Okay, that's it. It's time for our studies. वक्त आ गया है बच्चा लोग, वक्त आ गया है. बोल दो. It's a time for you all to get ready to show some super energy and to start the classes along with me. Yes, Mithilesh, I'm all ready. Just tell me, are you all ready? Miara ready? Sakar, Lucifer, Bhumika, Manisha. Bhumika, good evening. Shreya, yes, let's start. Okay, everyone. Now just tell me, how many of you would love to make a quick revision of what we have learned in the last class? I'll just give you a quick idea of what all we have learned, right? In the last class, we were talking about thermodynamic process, right? Process matlab a process of converting the state of a thermodynamic system from one to another. And specifically, we have learned two thermodynamic processes. Which all were there? One was isothermal process, right? And the other one was adiabatic, right? I will write. It's very important. That's why I'm writing all the things what we have learned once again. We have isothermal process. Adiabatic, I'll write it. Tell me, for an isothermal process, right, what all we have learned? Isothermal process is a thermodynamic process where temperature is kept as a constant. Do you all agree with me? Yes. Now, if the temperature is constant, we have learned change in temperature delta T क्या होता है? 0 होता है. Now, if the temperature is constant, we can say the value of PV है ना constant होता है. Now, if PV is equal to a constant, we can write P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. I hope you do remember all these things. Now, we also have learned if delta T 0 होता है तो change in internal energy भी कितना होता है? 0 होता है. याद है ना सब? If delta U is equal to 0, what modification we can bring into first law of thermodynamics? What was it? Delta Q is delta U plus work done, right? Delta U 0 हो जाएगा here, so delta Q का value work done हो जाएगा, right? Yes. We also have one more thing, that the work done was having the formula of nRT ln V2 by. So till here we have learned related to isothermal process, right? Yes or no? We have drawn the graph also for this. Graph कैसे थे बता दे. I think we just need to increase the brightness a bit, right? Can you all see now? Okay. देख ले. Isothermal का graph कैसे था? What was the shape of the PV graph for an isothermal process? ऐसे, right? ऐसे था. So till here, I hope everything is clear. Fine. Okay. 1 minute. Give me a minute. Okay. Now, moving further. इसके बाद what we have learned, adiabatic process हमने कर दिया, याद है? Adiabatic process. How many of you do remember? And a revision though, take it seriously. I'm just trying to revise what we have done, and obviously we are going to continue after this. What was adiabatic process? It's a process, neither we are giving heat energy to the system, ठीक है, and we are not taking heat energy from the system. मतलब heat energy constant हो जाएगा for that system. इसका मतलब क्या है? Change in heat energy delta Q का value 0 हो जाएगा, right? So what modification will this bring to the first law of thermodynamics? Delta Q is delta U plus W. Delta Q 0 है for adiabatic. So we can write 0 is equal to delta U plus work done. or we can write work done is equal to negative delta E. This is the special equation of a first law for adiabatic process. Now, what is the equation of state for adiabatic? कैसे था? What we have learned? We have learned PV raised to gamma constant है, and ये gamma का नाम क्या है? Adiabatic constant. Adiabatic constant. है ना? ठीक है. And what is this gamma equal to? It is the ratio of Cp by Cv. Now I hope no one is going to ask me, sir, ये Cp and Cv क्या होता था? अरे molar heat capacity at constant pressure था Cp, molar heat capacity at constant volume था Cv. ठीक है? क्या बाकी है अभी? Work done का formula, that also we have derived. How much it was? Nr T1 minus T2, T2 minus T1 नहीं, T1 minus T2, gamma minus 1. Okay, cool. One more thing, last thing, उसका graph. PV graph कैसा था? It was also hyperbolic in nature, but difference क्या है? What is the difference in graph of PV for isothermal and adiabatic? Let me see who came to the class after making a very good revision and who's gonna give me the answer for this first. What is the question क्या है? What is the difference in PV graph for isothermal and adiabatic? कौन दे देगा मुझे? The first person, I'm looking into the chat box. Shreya, Mithilesh, Ritu, Avantika, Shreya, Mithile, then Jia, Ayush. Who's gonna give me? Array, very good, very good. Mithilesh already have given, Ayush have given, Lucifer has given. Very good. So you are so serious about the studies, right? Very good. Bhumika, Sumit. Yes, very good. The adiabatic has large slope. Right? We can write it here. So this has large value slope here. Large value of slope है इधर. ठीक है? In the case of adiabatic. Okay. So देख ले एक और बार. Just try to go through everything what we have written. And if you have missed any point in yesterday's class, you can note it down. It's very important. बहुत important है. And हो गया तो बता दे. We can start today's new class. हो गया I suppose. I'll just have a quick look into the chat box. Okay. So yes, I suppose it's a thumbs up. I see the thumbs up from Sumit right now. Okay, Lucifer is like, sir, we are your student and we are talented just like you are. Arre, thank you so much. Okay. So it is like a mutual compliment. You're complimenting me and obviously yourself, right? Okay. Ready to start a new process, bacha log? Okay. We are going for the third thermodynamic process. Remaining two process or three process. Simple hai, chotu hai. Which one is it? Isobaric process. Everyone write the heading Isobaric process. Reading the name itself, I think you all might have got an idea. ठीक है? Those who haven't got an idea, just try to read the definition. And if there is any person who didn't understand what is isobaric process, I'm going to explain in detail. I'll take an example, उसके बाद में explain करेगा. Got any idea? छोटू idea मिल गया हो गया ना आपको? Okay. So I'm not going to read the definition. I'm going to explain you in detail. देख ले. Everyone देख ले. We have a system. Okay. Its initial value of pressure is PA. Its initial volume is VA and its temperature is T. Now, through an thermodynamic process, you are changing the volume to another value of Vp and temperature to a new value. But, dekh le, I'm going to keep the pressure as a constant during this thermodynamic process. We are giving a separate name for that. If the pressure remains a constant, dekh le, इधर भी PA है and इधर भी PA है. So, if the pressure remains as a constant in an thermodynamic process, उसका नाम होता है isobaric process. Simple. Simple. Nothing more, right? If you want, I can write if pressure remains constant. Then we will call what? Then we can call a given thermodynamic process as an isobaric process. अरे pressure constant है तो change in pressure कितना होता है? Delta P. P2 minus P1. Both P2 and P1 will be equal because pressure is constant always, है ना? So P2 minus P1 will be equal to P minus P will be equal to 0. Change in pressure 0 होता है. Okay. Now, how will be the ideal gas equation? कैसे होता है? देख ले. We know PV is equal to nRT. So, what all are constant right now for this system? No gas is leaking, so obviously number of moles to constant. What about R? It's a universal constant. At the same time, as it is isobaric, pressure be constant. So, we can write as all these are constant, we can say volume is directly proportional to temperature or volume is equal to a constant into temperature. Right? V is equal to a constant into temperature. Again, you can write V1 by T1 because T if you take to the left hand side, it will coming as a denominator. V1 by T1 क्या हो जाएगा? V2 by T2. Simple. Right? Okay. अब क्या क्या बाकी है बच्चा लोग? क्या क्या बाकी है मतलब we have to draw the graph, ठीक है? Then we have to find out the work done. These all other things. But before going to all those stuff, shall we write down the first law of thermodynamic equation for isobaric process? देख ले. Delta Q का value is equal to delta U plus work done. ठीक है? Is delta Q 0 here? No. Is delta U 0 here? No. Work isn't that? Yes. So the first law of thermodynamics remains the same. There is no changes for an isobaric process. Now graph. ठीक है? After that we'll have the formula for work done. What we're gonna draw? We're gonna draw the pressure volume graph for an isobaric process. Think that the system is changing its volume from V1 value to V2 value. How will you draw the graph? देख ले, initial volume is V1, final volume is V2 at a constant pressure of P. How can you draw? A line parallel to the x-axis. देख ले, in the graph, all points on this graph corresponds to same pressure P. Isn't it? But at the same time, as we move from left to right, volume to increase हो रहा है. No issues, I suppose, right? Last thing what we have to find out, what is it? The work done. How can I find out the work done from pressure volume graph? आप ही बोल दे. It is area under the graph. Which is the area? देख ले. I am marking the area is in this area ऐसे. Right? Yes. Does it have any specific shape है क्या हमारा बच्चा लोग? और क्या? It has a rectangular shape. So how will we find the area of a rectangular shaped region? Array length into breadth. What is there on the breadth here? We have pressure. What do we have on the length? Till here it is V2. ये V1 है. So ये V2 minus V1 है. So area is equal to length into breadth. So that is equal to pressure into V2 minus V1. So pressure into V2 minus V1 and P2 minus V1 को what can we write? V2 minus V1 क्या होता है? अरे delta V, change in volume, है ना? If you know this much about isobaric process, right? Whatever question comes, you're gonna crack it just like anything. समझ में आ गया? Have a look at it. अच्छे से I have written everything related to isobaric process. Whatever question comes from isobaric process, I have written it here. Okay, whatever doubts you have बच्चा लोग, it's time to ask me. कुछ ना कुछ doubt है तो अभी के अभी तुरंत से तुरंत बता दे, नहीं तो tell me, sir clear, just give us the question, we're going to start solving the problems. Good evening Manvi. Clear? Bhumika, Shreya, okay. Okay, those who are clear about the concept, jaldi se note down kar le or you can take a screenshot. No doubts? Okay, yes. No doubt at all, yes, clear. Okay, questions, everyone is like, sir, just give us a question, everything is clear. Okay, so I'm gonna move the page, we'll start doing the problem. And if any question pop-ups, not only what are questions I'm gonna give, obviously, if I'm asking you the question, it has to be from the part which I taught you, right? If you find from any question outside the book, and if you cannot solve it with this information, मार दे मुझे, ठीक है? Okay. First question. It's a very beautiful question which combines first law of thermodynamics, okay, thermal properties of matter chapter, and this isobaric process ka concept. All these things are combined in one single question. And if anyone is solving this question by yourself, I'll say, dum hai aap logon pe. Obviously, I'll make such a comment. We'll try it. Yeah, give it a try and just give me the answer as soon as possible. Everyone already started giving me the answer. Thanmay, Ayush, then Jia, Ayushi, hi, hello, okay. Mithilesh, अरे yes, 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 मेरा बच्चा लोग, आप लोग great हो, तुसी great हो, right? It is 10 power 4 calories. Wow. And you guys improved a lot, I suppose. You guys all improved a lot. That is something which I can give you. After 6 months, I am teaching you for the past 6 months, right? You guys improved a lot. बहुत अच्छे से. Let's see how to deal with this question. The specific heat capacity of hydrogen gas at constant pressure. ठीक है? Specific heat capacity at constant pressure का value दे दिया है 3.4 into 10 power 3. Unit क्या है? Calories per kilogram degree Celsius. This is very important. At constant volume भी दे दिया है. How much? 2.4 into 10 power 3 calories per kilogram degree Celsius. Okay. Now, if 1 kilogram of hydrogen gas is heated from 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius at constant pressure, we can write pressure constant, because all these things are very important. For doing questions from thermodynamics, we should know which thermodynamic process we are talking about. Now we got, it's an isobaric process. Okay. Now, और क्या दे दिया है? Mass is given 1 kilogram. ठीक है? Change in temperature भी दे दिया है. From 20 it becomes, from 10 it becomes 20. So change in temperature है 10 degrees Celsius. ठीक है? Question क्या है? The external work done on the gas to maintain it at constant pressure. मतलब W का value पूछ लिया. Tell me what was the general usual formula to find work done in an isobaric process? P delta V, right? But is pressure given? No. Is change in volume given? No. वो सब कुछ नहीं दे दिया है. So we have to find another method for getting the answer. Which is that method? Whenever you are stuck in the chapter of thermodynamics, just think of God. Obviously, the God is going to give you which one? Yes, the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, he'll be telling, अरे बच्चे, just use first law of thermodynamics, मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को उत्तर. देख ले, delta Q is delta U plus work done, है ना? ठीक है. Delta Q का फॉर्मूला क्या है? हीट एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला NS delta T. Right? Sorry, not NS, MS delta T, right? M into specific heat capacity into change in temperature. I'm going to write it. So M into specific heat capacity into change in temperature. We know that there are two kinds of specific heats, which are constant pressure पे भी है, constant volume पे भी है. Which one we have to use? Constant pressure वाला, because the process happens at constant pressure. ठीक है? MSP लिख लिया हमें. फिर is equal to delta U. We have derived a formula in the last class or the class before that. Formula क्या था? That was MSV delta T. Those who forgot this, do watch the first session. Okay, thermodynamic itself we have derived plus work done. ठीक है? Now I'm going to continue writing it here. Have a look at what all we have written till now. Okay. Now work done is what we want to find out. Let me keep it on the right hand side itself. I'm going to take MSV delta T to the left hand side. Common क्या है? M common है, change in temperature common है. So we'll be taking it outside. I'm going to write the formula. M into change in temperature. Inside the bracket we have SP minus SV, right? अरे क्यों भाई बोर्ड क्यों हैक करना है ऐसे? सुधर जा. Okay. Now inside the bracket I'm going to write SP minus SV is equal to work done. Array, just substitute the values. The answer is in your hand. Mass 1 kilogram. Okay. change in temperature 10 degrees Celsius. SP minus SV. I'm not writing it separately. We can do the math here. देख ले. SP तो 3.4 into 10 power 3. SV is 2.4 into 10 power 3. SP minus SV. 3.4 minus 2.4, 1. ठीक है? 1 into 10 power 3. Unit क्या है? Calories. देख ले. Calories per kilogram degree Celsius. Kilogram degree Celsius is work done. Whatever you want to cancel, you can cancel. देख ले 10 power 3 into 10, 10 power 4. ये किलोग्राम cancel. Degree Celsius cancel. What remains is the unit for work done is in calories. Now I hope you understood why I have written the units all the time. Because I want to show you that the final answer is not coming in joules, it's in calories. समझ में आ गया? आ गया समझ? आ गया सबको? Okay, have a smile on your faces then. How was the question? Question कैसे थे मेरे बच्चे लोग? Question कैसे थे? जल्दी बोल दे. बोल दो ना जरा दिल में जो है छिपा मैं किसी से बोल. Clear? Shreya, Bhumika, Mithile, Jia, Aven, ठीक है, Sumit, Ayush. Have you all gone through the steps that we have followed? Everyone? अच्छे से कर दिया ना? I think everybody have gone through all the steps अच्छे से. Good one, hard one, ठीक है. More question, अरे बिल्कुल भैया तो है तो ज्यादा question जरूर देगा है ना, इसीलिए मैं आया कपड़ा सब पहन कर अच्छे से, ठीक है, विद हंसी के साथ. अगला क्वेश्चन देख ले. ओके, ये तो छोटू सा नन्नू सा मुन्नू सा क्वेश्चन है. दिस वाज डन प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन है ना. ये ऐसे ऐसे करेगा मेरा बच्चा लोग, मुझे पता है. करके दिखा सही उत्तर जल्दी दे दे. तन्मय ऑप्शन सी बोल रहा है, ठीक है. जिया भी सी बोल रहा है. दिव्यान रजवन सर ओपी ठीक है. ओके, आई एम आल्सो डूइंग दैट, ठीक है. तन्मय इज गोइंग फॉर द ऑप्शन सी. नो 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 नो, बिल्कुल नहीं. स्टिल आई डिडंट गेट द करेक्ट आंसर. नो. Okay, seems like I shouldn't wait more right now. Can I give you the answer? नेगेटिव आएगा ना, नेगेटिव आएगा नहीं है ना. देख ले. 2 kilogram of water is converted into steam by boiling at atmospheric pressure. मतलब the entire process happens at the same atmospheric pressure. They wanted to tell that the pressure is remaining as a constant. And what is its value? Everyone should be knowing what is the atmospheric pressure. 1 atmosphere, right? 1 atmosphere, and 1 atmosphere in SI unit, which is in Pascal, 1.01 into 10 power 5 Pascal. Okay, yes, done. Now the volume changes from 2 into 10 power minus 3 to 3.34 meter cube. Initial volume, final volume, work done. At a constant pressure पे we directly know the formula to find out the work done. What is it? P into delta V. मतलब V2 minus V1. अरे हो गया काम. देख ले प्रेशर का वैल्यू 1.01 into 10 power 5. V2 final volume 3.34 minus it's in its SI units meter cube. Okay, and initial is 2 into 10 power minus 3. मतलब बहुत छोटू वैल्यू है ना. देख ले, कंपेयर टू 3.34, 2 into 10 power minus 3 is 0.002. छोटू वैल्यू है, ठीक है. So 3.34 minus 2 into 10 power minus 3, almost it will be 3.34. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, right? Okay. Now this 3.34 multiplied by 1.01, it will increase 3.34 by a chotu value. Let's say that 3.34 becomes 3.4 multiplied by 10 power 5 itna joules. Koi problem? No, right? The answer is given in kilojoules. We can write it as 3.4 into 10 square into 10 power 3 joules. 10 power 5 I split as 10 power 2, 10 power 3. ठीक है, 10 power 3 joules मतलब it is kilojoules. 3.4 into 10 square is 340. So answer हो गया 340 kilojoules. कितना हो गया आंसर? आंसर हो गया 340 kilojoules. Why no one gave me the answer? Option D was the correct one. देख ले कितना आसान था, कितना नन्ना मुन्ना सा क्वेश्चन, कितना प्यारा था क्वेश्चन. You all made the question sad without giving me the correct answer. ये अच्छी बात नहीं है, ठीक है, अच्छी बात नहीं है, सच बोल रहा हूँ मैं. म्यारा, राहुल, कुणाल, श्रेया, ऋतु, सना, हाँ और क्या, सिंपल था. देख ले, even 12 standard students are here to give the answer. Right? D option is correct. बिल्कुल, very very easy. छोटू mistake, don't make it. ठीक है, because you all are my super brilliant students. Will super brilliant students make mistake? बिल्कुल नहीं, वो नहीं करेगा हम. ठीक है, super brilliant students never make mistakes. अरे एक दो बार करेगा, not for छोटू questions. Next question, I want the correct answer from everyone. Note किया ना सबने? I hope I have given you enough time for noting and for checking whether the answer is correct and how the steps are flowing. Next, done. अरे भूल गया. अगला question देख ले. Everybody have a look at the question. चश्मा वाला भैया आ गया. Go for it. ये भी बहुत सही है, right? Very good question it is. Combination of so many concepts, but still the answer is nanna munna. Still the answer is nanna munna. So let me see. Anyone? Let me see. Anybody already have given the answer or not? Anyone did? Anyone कोई ने दे दिया क्या answer? Ayush gave me the answer as option A बोल रहा है. म्यारा A, मिथिलेश A, ठाकुर, श्रेया, सुमित. अरे वाह, this is the students I love. This is the बच्चा लोग which I love. Very good. अरे option A correct है, 2100 joules. देख ले कैसे करेगा. Everyone listen. Okay. When 1 gram of water changes from liquid to vapor, अरे liquid vapor हो जा रहा है, so what is happening? Change of state happens. Right here, change of state happen हो रहा है. Okay, this is very important because without this concept we cannot complete the problem. Okay, at constant pressure, अरे pressure भी constant है, so write that also down. Okay, I'll write it here. P equal to a constant. कौन चिल्ला रहा है? Okay. The volume increases from 1 centimeter cube to 1671 centimeter cube. Okay. The heat of vaporization of this water at this pressure is 540 calories per gram. देख ले, final answer joules पे है. We have to make the conversion. Okay. The increase in its internal energy. अरे बाप रे, ये सब बोलकर they are asking about internal energy का change. क्या करूं? Which formula we have to use? Whenever things are related to internal energy, है ना, जल्दी से जल्दी जाकर write down the first law of thermodynamics. हो गया. Remaining things are just substitution and get the answer. Okay. Delta Q is the heat energy provided for this process. Process क्या है? Change of state. What is the formula for heat energy for change of state? Thermal properties of matter we have learned. Delta Q, heat energy given, is equal to M into latent heat of vaporization. भूल गया ना? इतना मारेगा मैं, इतना मारेगा, याद है ना? Tell me. Delta Q, heat energy given for change of state from water to water vapor. ठीक है? Yes? Okay. Equal to delta U plus work done is equal to P into V2 minus V1. क्यों? प्रेशर कांस्टेंट है, प्रेशर कांस्टेंट है तो वर्क डन फॉर्मूला P V2 minus V1 delta V. सब्स्टिट्यूट कर ले. मास कितना? हाउ मच इज मास? 1 ग्राम. 1 ग्राम into latent heat of vaporization 540 calories per gram. अरे बाप रे, we'll get only the answer in calories. हमको नहीं चाहिए कैलोरी, हमको क्या चाहिए? जूल चाहिए. So how can we make the conversion? Conversion क्या है? 1 calorie. 1 calorie is almost 4.2 जूल, ठीक है. 1 कैलोरी इज ऑलमोस्ट 4.2 जूल, ठीक है. सो कैलोरी, इतना कैलोरी हाउ विल वी कन्वर्ट टू जूल्स, मल्टीप्लाई कर लिए 4.2, ठीक है, इक्वल टू डेल्टा यू प्लस P. It happens at the atmospheric pressure of 1 atmosphere. 1 atmosphere in Pascal, 1.01 into 10 power 5. Okay. V2 minus V1 कितना? 1671 minus 1. 1671 minus 1. Centimeter cube, how will you convert to meter cube? Multiply कर ले 10 power minus 6 हो गया. ठीक है, हो गया. Now 540 into 4.2, okay, 540 into 4.2, we will get almost 5 4 20 20, okay, 2268 मिल जाएगा, ठीक है. Now delta U है इधर P, 1671 minus 1, 1670, okay. From here we can have 1670. 10 power 5 into 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 1. 10 power minus 1 into 1670 is 167, ठीक है, 0 cancel हो जाएगा. 167 into 1.01 is a bit larger value than 167. It is 169. So delta U is 2268 minus 169. Approximately we will get the answer as देख ले. Go through each and every step. Check is there any step which I have taken from the universe and I say put किया, right? Okay, just tell, is there anything which I have done out of the blue moon, okay, which I have done against physics? Check, okay, check whether your bhaiya has made any mistake. आ गया everyone? Yes, Zomit, Bhumika, Preeti, Tanya, Shreya, कोई भी डाउट्स भी नहीं, सब अच्छा चल रहा है, सब अच्छा चल रहा है. यूनिवर्स इज सो प्राउड ऑफ यू सर. अरे बाप रे, अच्छी बात है, थैंक यू. फाइन सर, अगला क्वेश्चन है. ओके, सना हैज मेड अ वेरी क्यूट, अच्छा वाला रिक्वेस्ट. देख ले, स्टूडेंट है होना है तो सना जैसा होना चाहिए. कितना अच्छे से, व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल रिक्वेस्ट शी हैज मेड. Okay, obviously Sana, I was just kidding. Obviously I'll give you time. Okay, one last question, then we are going to start the new topic, which is isobaric process. So today's class may extend to 2 hours. I hope you all came prepared, right, with full of energy. Okay, ठीक है. one last question आ गया हमारा. Okay, ये तो नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चन है. कैसा वाला क्वेश्चन है? नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चन. नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चन कर दे. Try to do it. It's very important. It combines all the concepts of work from isobaric, isothermal and adiabatic. So those who are continuously listening, ऐसे दे देगा. Is there anyone who already gave me the answer? ऐसे है क्या? इतना अच्छा वाला कोई क्वेश्चन का स्टूडेंट्स है क्या क्लास पे? थोड़ा टाइम चाहिए इस पे. ये तो कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन है. Anybody can do it. Anybody can dance वाला. मिथिलेश ए बोल रहा है. ठाकुर, अरे वेरी गुड वेरी गुड. यस, इट्स ऑप्शन है. जिया, देन हु एल्स हैव गिवन ऑप्शन है? भूमिका, ठाकुर. ओके, वेरी गुड, इट्स ऑप्शन है. यस यस यस, ऑसम ऑसम, वेरी गुड बच्चा लोग. यस, इट्स ऑप्शन है. It is adiabatic lesser than isothermal lesser than isobaric. I need to explain, right? देख ले. Which of the following is correct in terms of increasing work done for the same initial and final state? मतलब, if both the states are having the same initial and final volume the same, which one is going to be having the largest amount of work, or how is the order of work gonna be? Let's draw the diagram. ये हमारा PV graph है. Let's say that both of them starts from this point, which corresponds to a volume of V1, and both of them are moving, all the three are moving to a final volume of V2. Okay, yes, we'll draw a line for this V2. ठीक है. First graph we can draw for isobaric. If it starts from this point, tell me how an isobaric graph be. It will be a straight line. ऐसे we'll write ये तो isobaric है, ठीक है. Then we have isothermal. कैसे था? ऐसे. Okay. Hyperbolic graph ऐसे starts from V1 ends at V2. This is isothermal. Then adiabatic starts from V1 move to V2 hyperbolic है. Difference क्या है with isothermal? Slope तो बहुत ज्यादा है. So if slope is larger it will come down to isothermal. So ये हो गया adiabatic का graph. Adiabatic का graph हो गया. Now work done. अरे in a PV graph work done क्या है? Work done is area. So whichever graph corresponds to larger area, it will have more amount of work done. देख ले which graph has more area beneath it? Isn't it isobaric? देख ले इतना ज्यादा एरिया है. देख ले ये सब. और कोई कलर है क्या? कलर आ जा. ओके लाइट येलो आ जाएगा. देख ले इतना ज्यादा एरिया है below isobaric. So isobaric has a maximum area under the graph. So it is isobaric which has a maximum work done compared to isothermal and adiabatic. फिर which one? After that which color? देख ले. For isothermal this is the area under. Obviously the area is छोटा than isobaric. So the work done is lesser than isobaric for isothermal. Last. देख ले which color बाकी है? बाकी क्या है? Green color. So for adiabatic the graph तो इधर है only this much of area है ना. छोटा area. छोटा area तो छोटा work done. इसीलिए adiabatic को side पे रखा है. Okay, others told that अरे तू जा भाई side पे रुक ले because you do less amount of work है ना. Even in our friends group if there is someone who does a low amount of work, if someone is so lazy and will be अरे भाई okay पीछे जा. Same thing. ठीक है सेम थिंग और कुछ नहीं. अरे नोट्स तो पूरा का पूरा अपलोड करता है मैं अनअकैडमी पे. डोंट पुट रॉन्ग ब्लेम ऑन मी. आई वोंट टेक इट. अब बच्चे लोग ऑल माय फेवरेट सुपर अमेजिंग students who come to my classes regularly tell to Daksh don't I upload all my notes regularly. पूरे के पूरे बोल दो उसके चेहरे पे बोल दो ऐसे. अरे रॉन्ग कमेंट wrong accusation बोल रहा है. he is making wrong accusation on your भैया. no doubts. अरे revolution चाहिए सना को. let's see what all revolutions we can make. Okay, so 15 seconds are meant for reading the questions and doing the problem, right? You are unable to upload from Telegram. Array notes has to be downloaded, right? Upload. Why you guys are trying to download? Sorry, upload. Download कर ले. हाँ जिया विधि मिथिलेश ठीक है. That's my बच्चा लोग. Okay. अगला क्वेश्चन का टाइम नहीं है. अगला कॉन्सेप्ट का टाइम है. Isochoric process. Everyone. Isochoric process. Got any idea? कुछ भी नहीं. Read the definition. Everyone, read the definition by yourself. Try to understand. If nothing is understanding even after that, then I'll explain. ठीक है. I think you might have learned. समझ में आ गया? It's not a big deal. Still, those who are there, those who have been understood, I'll draw the graph. मतलब I'll draw a figure and help you understand. देख ले. Green color हमको चाहिए भी नहीं चाहिए. हमको चाहिए white color. ठीक है. ये हमारा सिस्टम है. Let's say it has an initial pressure of PA. It's an initial volume of VA. Temperature of TA. ठीक है. Now a thermodynamic process happen. You change the pressure to PB. You change the temperature to TB, but the volume remains constant. So in a thermodynamic process, if the volume ऐसे remains constant, उसका value है. What do we call it? We call it as iso, means same. Choric means volume. So isochoric means same volume. Isochoric process we call it. When is isochoric process? If volume remains constant. If volume is remaining a constant, एक नाम तो देना ही देना है, उसका नाम है isochloric process. In equation we can write V is equal to a constant. मतलब V1 value will be equal to V2 value. If V1 and V2 are equal, V1 minus V2 और V2 minus V1 क्या होता है? 0. V2 minus V1 मतलब डेल्टा V 0 होता है. डेल्टा V 0 होता है तो there is one thing which is going to be immediately be 0. Any idea? Something will become 0 immediately. Work done. Because work done has a basic formula of P delta V. Pressure into change in volume. Change in volume तो 0 है isochloric. So work done 0 है. ठीक है, आराम से बैठ सकता है isochloric process के लिए because isochloric process doesn't have to do any work. कितना आसान है. I know that many of you are thinking, अरे wish I was isochloric process है ना. Nowadays you guys are learning a lot, I suppose. Okay, ठीक है. Work done is equal to 0. Now देख ले how can we express the ideal gas equation or how can we make the thermodynamic equation of state. देख ले V constant है. We'll put an arrow mark which all are constant. Number of moles obviously in the same container, same gas, same number of moles, वो भी constant है. R universal gas constant already a constant है. So as all these are constant, we can say pressure is directly proportional to temperature. Converting proportionality into an equation कैसे? Pressure is equal to a constant into temperature or P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2. ये सब you all have learned in your छोटू नन्ना मुन्ना classes पे, right? I think you don't need any specific explanations for this. Done? इधर तक सब बढ़िया. What is left? PV graph बाकी है, work done graph बाकी है. Okay. देख ले. First we will start with PV graph. Let's say in the process the system changes from P1 to P2. But even though it changes from P1 to P2, volume has to remain a constant. देख ले. Initially it corresponds to P1. It finally changes to P2. But the volume remains as a constant. Always this is the volume throughout the graph. So this is the PV graph. And we all know the area under PV graph actually has to give the work. You can see that there is no area under the straight line obviously, right? So there is no work done. So whatever we have told here, that is correct and that can be said by looking into the PV graph also. खत्म. Okay, ये हमारा isochloric process. Have a look at it. बोल दे कोई भी डाउट है तो. वर्क का फॉर्मूला है, ठीक है. इक्वेशन ऑफ स्टेट, isochloric process, ठीक है. एंड ये अरे एक तो बाकी था, अरे भूल गया क्या. Anybody do remember? First law of thermodynamics to express it, है ना. We know that work done कितना है. Work done is 0 already. So the first law of thermodynamics is going to be delta Q equal to delta U. बच्चा लोग मतलब क्या है. इसका मतलब ये है कि delta Q is the heat energy we give, right? Whatever heat energy we give to the system is equal to delta U, is stored inside the body as its internal energy Q, because system is doing no work. It is just like we are eating food, ठीक है. So whatever is the energy contained in the food is storing inside the body as fat energy, क्योंकि हम कोई भी काम नहीं कर रहा है. समझ में आ गया. Else what is used for, the food energy is used for, a person is usually doing work. Whatever food we eat, some is stored inside the body and the other is used for doing the work. आ रहा है समझ, ठीक है. I just have connected this first law of thermodynamics to our daily life. अब बोल दे, जल्दी बोल दे, फटाफट बोल दे. कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है या नहीं क्लियर है. कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है या नहीं क्लियर है वो बोल दे. अरे let me tell you, someone is like, है ना, okay, someone is like, sir, you are teaching something and the chemistry teacher is teaching something else. Let me tell you, the concepts of thermodynamics of physics and chemistry, it is a bit different. The main difference is related to the sign convention. ठीक है, so don't confuse both of them. ठीक है, थोड़ा difference है, so learn it separately. It's not because your chemistry teacher is wrong, it's not because I am wrong. ठीक है, it's because अलग है, it's different. ठीक है, fine, awesome. Hello Master ji, hello Ritik. Okay, I hope you all can see. सब नोट किया, सबने अच्छे से नोट किया, नन्ना मुन्ना से नोट किया, कोई भी गलती भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं. Shall we start doing the questions? Those who love to do the question, raise your hand. Sana is like, because it's chemistry and this is physics, and you must also complete the sentence just like this is physics, this is chemistry, but it's the same person who's studying the different things. Okay. Why such difference? क्योंकि वो chemistry है, हम तो physics है, ठीक है? So we are so proud of ourselves because we don't want to grab anything from chemistry. ठीक है? जो chemistry में पढ़ाता है, we will never take it. So we will make our own rules. होने? उतना ज़्यादा proud है हम लोग, है ना? ठीक है? So we'll never fetch anything from chemistry ऐसे. ठीक है? अरे मजाक कर रहा है. Don't tell to all the chemistry teachers here in this. कर ले. कर ले, कर ले. छोटू सा question, right? Everyone. I think even a 10th standard students will be doing this, right? Or a person who have learned the chemistry might be doing this because छोटू सा question है ये, right? न्यूटन बाबा इसीलिए थे. Anyone with the correct answer? कोई है? कोई है? कोई है? यारा complaint to him sir, ठीक है. Meru, Jia, Sumit, Kuzal, Shreya, C. Okay, so I got started getting the option C correct answer. Very good. It's not option D, it's option C here. Very good, very good. Many of you are going with option D, none of this. Okay, I'll tell you. And those who have given the option C, it's correct. And I'll also tell you why people are going for none of this. Now, for an isochoric process, we know the basic equation, right? If volume is a constant, we know P1 by T1 is equal to P2 divided by T2. है ना? Question is, what is P1 by P2? So we just need to rearrange. P1 by P2 equal to T1 by T2. ठीक है, वो समझ में आ गया. Now is T1 value 27 and is a T2 value 127. ठीक है, substitute कर ले. Can you get any option from here? I don't think so. I think you will be mostly going for none of this. Is that a correct option? Array, we have told you, or I have told you many times, whenever you use the equations of thermodynamics, ये temperature है ना, okay, ऐसे मजाक की बात नहीं है. Okay, just like physics, temperature is also has full of इतना ज़्यादा proud है उस पे, है ना? We have to use the real units उसका unit क्या है temperature का? Degree Celsius? अरे यार थोड़ी ना है. उसका real unit is Kelvin, so it is very much necessary whenever we have to convert into Kelvin scale. मतलब 27 degrees Celsius, how will you convert to Kelvin scale? We all know. That's how we started the chapter of thermal properties. Add 273 to it, right? So degree Celsius plus 273, 27 plus 273, 300 Kelvin है initial temperature. Okay, T2, add 273, कितना मिल जाएगा? T2 value is equal to 273 plus 127, 400. Now you will get the option. Simple. T1 is 300. ठीक है. T2 is 400. Finally, 3 by 4. What? P1 by P2 value is 3 by 4. हो गया काम. कुछ भी नहीं और कुछ भी नहीं करना है. If you do this, मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को 4 marks. Yes. Okay. So students be like chemistry or physics are enemy, this is contraction between them. So I think you guys will be enjoying, physics and chemistry guys are enemies. So when enemies fight, you has to be happy, right? So is that what is happening? ऐसे मत कर ले. Don't be so cruel people बच्चे लोग. Okay? ऐसे मत कर ले. Okay. Any doubts on this? Just update me in the chat box. Such questions are allowed, है ना? इतना simple questions. What to do to become handsome like you? I'll tell you, कुछ secret है, okay? But it will cost you some money. Fine, you will have to, at least it will cost you around 2000, 3000 rupees. So send me, I'll just give you the Paytm. Okay? So obviously nothing is coming for free. Okay. Okay, so we are moving forward. I think it was clear. अगला question आ गया चलो. देख ले, do it very quick as possible. No doubt, सब clear. Simple, simple. कर ले अगला वाला. सर किस एंगल से आंसर? अरे देख ले. Now I dig my own grave, है ना? Most people started making fun of me. अरे हैंडसम तो नहीं है, आई वाज जस्ट गिविंग अ रिप्लाई. मुझे छोड़ दो, ठीक है? छोड़ दो मुझे. डोंट मेक फन ऑफ योर भैया. अच्छा नहीं है, ठीक है? भगवान से कोप मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को. अरे उत्तर दे दे इसका. उत्तर दे दे, जल्दी दे दे उत्तर. Uttar, yes, the first person, I'm only gonna look for the first person to give me the correct answer. Mithilesh, yes, option A दे दिया. Shreya, option A. Sumit, Thakur, ठीक है, very good, very good, very good. Okay, yes, so it is option A, 62.76. Shall we do? छोटू सा नन्ना मुन्ना question है. 500 gram of water is heated from 30 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. Mass of water given है. There is a change in temperature also to the water. ठीक है? Ignoring the slight expansion of water. We have to ignore expansion मतलब increase of volume. मतलब we don't need to consider increase of volume. Which means we have to consider that delta V 0 है. इसका मतलब we are, or they are simply saying that this is an isobaric process. Question is, what is the internal energy change? Whenever any questions are related to internal energy change, तुरंत से तुरंत जाकर क्या करना है? रोना है क्या? अरे बिल्कुल नहीं. Just write down the formula, first law of thermodynamics. Work done, 0 है, isobaric. So the value of delta U is equal to delta Q. मतलब whatever heat energy we give, that is equal to change in internal energy. ठीक है? हीट एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला हम सबको पता है. फॉर्मूला क्या है? That is equal to ms delta T is delta Q का फॉर्मूला. मास इनटू स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी इनटू चेंज इन टेम्परेचर. मास कितना? 500 ग्राम्स और हाफ किलोग्राम्स. ठीक है? स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी 4186 आई सपोज. ओके, इनटू चेंज इन टेम्परेचर इज इक्वल टू फ्रॉम 30 इट बिकम्स 30 हो जाएगा, 60 हो जाएगा. So that is equal to change in temperature is 30. Final answer has to be in kilojoules. So this will be in joules. How will you convert to kilojoule? By multiplying it with 10 power minus 3. कितना मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को? 62.76. Okay, have a look at it. Every steps what we have done. Question was internal energy change. We found out that it is an isobaric process. So work done 0. So we got that from first law of thermodynamics. Yes. Delta U, internal energy का value will be equal to the heat energy given. ठीक है? Heat energy का formula we have learned from thermal properties. कितना है? ms delta T. Substitute किया. ठीक है? हो गया काम, मिल गया आंसर. ठीक है? बढ़िया बात है. Okay, yes, done, done. Everyone, clear? Okay, yes. Clear? Okay, have a look at it. Sir, I'll save some money by Unacademy Plus. Okay, very good. अच्छी बात है. Okay, you can come and join my classes also there. Welcome one. See, I'll say many. Okay, ठीक है, ठीक है. Jia, Meru, Shriya. कोई doubts? Any doubts? No, right? Okay. Sana is like, sir, are you giving some money so that they'll come to the chat box and uh, give some good lines about you? नहीं, अरे बिल्कुल नहीं. ठीक है. Maybe. That was a genuine gesture came out of me. When people give so much of compliment, you feel happiness from inside, है ना? So that came to my face. No doubts, right? कुछ भी नहीं. ठीक है, तो अगला क्वेश्चन करेगा. Okay. Work done in the process shown. कितना क्वेश्चन बाकी है इस पे? Okay, ठीक है. Two more processes are there. Then we'll start with second law of thermodynamics, the last topic from this chapter. So everyone stay tuned. Work done in the process shown. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 second. Can anyone give me the answer? Or have anyone already given the answer? Have anyone given the answer already? अरे मारूंगा मैं इसका आंसर नहीं दे दिया तो. अरे यार कैसे बच्चा लोग ऑप्शन ए बी बोल रहा है. अरे देख ले, ए टू बी वॉल्यूम सेम है. इट्स एन आइसोकोरिक प्रोसेस पे वर्क डन 0 है. कितने बार बोल दिया. वी वर डिस्कसिंग द एंटायर क्वेश्चन इन दैट वे. अब बोल रहा है सर ऑप्शन ए है, ऑप्शन बी है. मिल जाऊंगा. अरे मिथिलेश, वेरी गुड 0 है आंसर, राइट. समझ में आ गया. सपोज नॉट स्पेंडिंग इनफ टाइम ऑन दिस, वी ऑलरेडी हैव डिस्कस्ड दिस. ठीक है. लास्ट वन. ओके, फाइनल क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम isocoric process, then we are going to start with a new topic. And before starting with new topic, I have to give us chotu wala thing. Okay, a small update I'm going to give you. Extra topic here which we have missed. We'll discuss that. Maybe it will take 2-3 minutes. Then we'll start with second law of thermodynamics. Anyone is going to give me the answer for this? Ayush Jia. Okay, Vidhi, so many have given the answer. Okay, jaldi. Okay, Lucifer. Arey, I was just kidding. Okay, Mithilesh, Meru, Sumit, Bhumika. Yes, it's option A, right? Nothing more to discuss on this. Dekh le. In a thermodynamic process, pressure remains constant. If the pressure remains constant, it was not a question from isocoric. Dekh le. Pressure remains constant. We know that volume is directly proportional to temperature. ठीक है. Volume and initial temperature was 5 meter cube and 250 Kelvin. Now the volume of the container is increased 2 times. Array directly proportional. So if volume is doubled, what will happen to temperature? Temperature also get doubled. Q directly proportional. Initial temperature was 250. If we double 250, 500 Kelvin हो जाएगा. अरे ये सब बेसिक नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चन है ना. नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चन है, सबको समझ में आ जाएगा. Right? Okay. Now before starting with the second law of thermodynamics, एक छोटू सा नन्नू सा मुन्ना सा प्रोसेस है. Okay. We will write कोई स्पेस दे दो. ठीक है. Okay. एक प्रोसेस है very simple which we call it as cyclic process. We need only 5 minutes to explain this. What do you mean by cyclic process? I'll draw the PV graph here. You only tell me what is the definition of a cyclic process. देखिए, this is PV graph. We have the system at the first point with P1, V1. Okay, this is the first point. Now, from the first point, the system goes to another point 2. It goes to another point 3. It goes to another point 4. It goes to another point 5. And finally, it comes back to the same position. This we call it as cyclic process. मतलब The simple definition is, if the initial point of the system and the final point of the system, if they are remaining the same, then we call it as cyclic process. What is the definition we can give? A process where, everybody write down the definition, where initial and final points are same. ठीक है, इसको कहता है हम, नाम क्या है? Cyclic process. बढ़िया. Okay. Now one more information you should be knowing. What is it? As the initial point and final point are the same, what will be the change in temperature मेरा बच्चा लोग? Temperature change कितना होता है? 0 होता है. Now temperature change 0 है. So tell me what will be the value of delta U? Delta U का formula is NCV delta T, है ना? Delta T 0 है तो इधर 0 हो जाएगा, delta U भी 0 हो जाएगा. मतलब the internal energy change for a cyclic process is 0. ठीक है, internal energy change for a cyclic process हो जाएगा 0. One more information, last information. We will apply this in the first law. Delta Q is delta U plus work done. Delta U 0 है, so delta Q is equal to work done. Okay, हमारा machines का तरह है. Okay, if we avoid the wastage of energy, just think that whatever heat energy we give, it is converted as a work done. Whatever we give, not like us, right? Okay, so this is something reverse of us, right? Whatever heat energy we give to a cyclic process, it is only used for what purpose? For doing the work. ठीक है, और कुछ नहीं. Okay, so this was related to thermodynamics and all the process related to it. बोल दे, सब मजा से समझ में आ गया सबको? All state functions are 0 in change 0 होता है. ठीक है आयुष, stage 0 होता है. ठीक है, it has a value, change is 0. ठीक है, yes, shall we proceed? Okay, अरे ऐसे ऐसे मिल जाता है ना. ठीक है, so we people who knows हिंदी ऐसे ऐसे words मिल जाता है. Okay, so हम जा रहे हैं. ठीक है, अगले क्वेश्चन के लिए. Moving on, which is the final topic to be learned from this particular chapter, first law of thermodynamics, because Carnot engine, refrigerators, heat engine, ये सब deleted topics है for your NCERT or for your according to your CBSE syllabus, right? So the last topic will be the second law of thermodynamics, which we are going to deal now, which we are going to learn now. Fine, very important. Now I'm not going to ask you to just go through this definition. Before that, I must give you an idea about what this second law of thermodynamics is, or what is the need for this second law of thermodynamics. Okay, we have learned first law of thermodynamics, right? What is actually the first law of thermodynamics? It's basically the conservation of energy, right? Or we can say that the distribution of energy. Matlab, we give some heat energy. Some of the heat energy is converted as internal. Some of the heat energy is converted as a work done. The ratio of how they are getting distributed is simply explained in first law of thermodynamics. Yes or no? Yes. But though it talks about the energy distribution, it cannot say whether a system is feasible or not. Matlab, can a process can happen or not? Is a process is possible? पता नहीं क्यों चिल्लाता है वो. Okay, what was I telling? The first law of thermodynamics cannot explain will a process can happen or not. Okay, that is lacking in the part of first law of thermodynamics, and in order to fill that void, right, in order to tell that whether a process, whether a thermodynamic process happens or not, we have the second law of thermodynamics. Okay, I know that you won't believe when I say that first law of thermodynamics will not say whether a process is possible or not. Shall I give you an example? A chotu sa nanna munna example which everybody of you can understand, मतलब from your real life. देख ले, हमारा पास एक टेबल है, please consider this as a table. Okay, now उसका ऊपर we have some block of mass. I'm saying that this block of mass all by itself, okay, no one else is giving any force, कुछ भी नहीं, this mass is jumping to some height of h. This is some example given in your NCERT also to help me explain this. Okay, will this happen? Matlab the mass jumping all by itself from the surface of this particular dusk or branch or whatever it is to some height of h. Is it possible? Is it feasible? No. This is not possible. But first law of thermodynamics say that it is possible. Matlab it is not able to tell that whether it is possible or not. Can I say, right? Can I give the first law of thermodynamics explanation for this? देख ले. This has internal energy. मतलब ये table has internal energy. U. ठीक है? Can't it decrease some of internal energy? Yes, it is possible. And this decrease of internal energy, can't it be converted as the work done? Yes. And it will be doing the work. Okay. This table will be doing the work. Matlab the table will be giving a push and it can make the mass to move up to this particular height. And usually to take this mass to some height, what we do? We'll give some force. ठीक है? We will displace the body. Matlab an external force is doing a work. Force into displacement, doing a work to take the mass from the surface of the table to some height. Now, first law of thermodynamics says that uska koi zarurat nahi hai. No external force is required, no external work is required. This internal energy can be converted to work done, and this work done by the table on the mass can move to some height. Matlab even this non-existing process can be explained by first law of thermodynamics. That's what it says. Matlab first law of thermodynamics cannot say whether a process happens or not. Once again, I'm going to tell you, there comes the need of second law of thermodynamics, because it's tell whether a given process is possible or not. Now, understood what we are going to learn here? Is that clear? वो तो बहुत ज़रूरत है to understand what we are going to learn. Is it clear? I gave you a chotu wala example also so that everybody of you can understand. Okay, Lucifer, Shreya, Meru, Manish, Sumit, सबको अच्छे से? Yes, right? Okay, fine. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Sumit, Vidhi, Meru, everyone is giving me a thumbs up. The reason why I have asked you this in between the explanation, because this is very important. Now, the second law of thermodynamics is explained by two different scientists in two different ways, but the conclusion is the same for both. So we'll learn both the statements of the second law of thermodynamics, okay, one by one. Let's go for it. The first one is the Kelvin-Planck statement. Just read the statement, everyone. No process is possible where the sole result, matlab complete result, is the absorption of heat from a reservoir and the complete conversion of the heat into work. इसका मतलब ये कि, right? Kelvin-Planck statement for second law of thermodynamics tells that delta Q, matlab the total heat energy cannot be converted to work done. Okay, total heat energy cannot be converted into work done. That is Kelvin-Planck statement says. In the other way, it also says that, okay, the total work done can be converted into heat energy. आ गया समझ? आ गया समझ? मतलब I'll just give you an example. देख ले. It says work can be converted to heat energy totally, but the total heat energy cannot be converted into work done. I'll give you a very chotu sa, nanna sa, munna sa example, which is there even in your NCERT also. I found it very good. देख ले. I'm taking both my palms. ठीक है? ठीक है? Now, I'm gonna rub my hand. Okay, I'm gonna rub my hand each other. मतलब what am I doing? I'm doing some work. Work कर रहा है मैं, ठीक है भैया, काम कर रहा है. And because of the work done, what is gonna produce here? Heat energy is produced, right? So देखिए, I'm converting total work done into heat energy. That is possible, right? I'm not telling this is a perfect example, but still, right? This is possible. Now, check कर ले whether heat energy can be converted to work done or not. I'm taking the same palm as a source of heat energy. I'm gonna dip my palms into a very hot water. मतलब I'm giving some heat energy. Is the heat energy making my hands to rub each other? मतलब is the heat energy provided from that boiling water, is it making my palms to rub each other or to do a work here? No. So I just have proved by a simple example that the total heat energy cannot be converted into work done, but the work done can be converted to heat energy. वो होता है हमारा Kelvin Planck statement, नन्ना मुन्ना है. Okay, write this. Instead of this, this is available in your NCERT also. ये इसका meaning है ये, ठीक है. And if you want this, ये भी लिख सकते हैं आपको in your own words. In your own words आपको ये भी लिख सकता है. ये क्या है? Okay, the explanation which I was giving you. Okay, shall I proceed? No more doubts, I suppose. Moving on. देख ले. Next is Clausius statement. Okay, another statement made by another scientist for the same second law of thermodynamics. What does it say? No, I think this everybody knows. No process is possible whose sole result is, okay, it is not possible. That's what it says. What is not possible? The transfer of heat from a colder object to a hotter object. ये हमको भी पता है. हमको भी पता है, sir. What does it say? We cannot transfer the heat energy from a colder body to a hotter body by itself. Can I give you a better explanation? देख ले. We have a hot body here. Fine. We have a cold body here. Cold body matlab a body which has a lower temperature. Now we are connecting it through a conductor. What will happen? The heat energy of delta Q will start be flowing from the hot body towards the cold body. Matlab it happens by itself, है ना? We don't have to push. We don't have to do some work for the heat energy to transfer from this hot body towards the cold body. In chemistry, you have learned a name for this process. पता है? Those process which happens by itself, where it doesn't need any extra external push. किसी को याद है? किसी को याद है इसका नाम? याद है? हाँ, it is called as spontaneous. Spontaneous process होता है. Okay, which happens all by itself. वो होता है spontaneous process. And it also says, मतलब not spontaneous process. Okay, हमारा second law of thermodynamics also says from the cold body towards a hot body, delta Q can't be exchanged. The heat energy cannot travel from the cold body towards a hot body. You will be asking, sir, okay, ऐसे कैसे? Because in fridge, which is already a cold body, right, because inside the fridge it will be colder, right? You can make it even more colder, right, by using some process. वो कैसे हो रहा है? You're telling that ऐसे नहीं हो रहा है. I was telling that this cannot happen by itself. मतलब heat energy cannot travel from cold body towards a hot body. And if it wants to happen, I'll write itself so that you won't get confused. If it wants to happen, कुछ ना कुछ करना है. क्या करना है? अरे work करना है for heat energy to travel from cold body towards a hot body. काम करना पड़ेगा. मतलब I have to collect heat energy from here. ऐसे, ठीक है? Then I have to throw it towards the hot body. I have to connect it, take it from cold body, and I have to throw it towards the hot body. मतलब inside the refrigerator also यही काम हो रहा है. ठीक है? Already inside the refrigerator cold है. ठीक है, outside hot है. So the compressor is doing work. मतलब it is collecting heat energy from inside the fridge and it is throwing to the atmosphere. Taking heat energy, throwing. From where? From cold region to hot region. When will this happen? Only when someone is doing work on it. When extra push is there. then only this is possible. This is the explanation of Clausius statement. आ गया समझ? अरे इसका नाम भी बोल दे. इसका नाम क्या है? My name is Khan. Spontaneous process. नाम क्या है? My name is Khan. My name is Khan. Clear? अरे भूमिका, Mohit, Binay, Shreya. Yes, non-spontaneous. Awesome. Which does not happen by itself. है ना? सही है ना? You guys have learned in your chemistry classes. Right? These are called as non. अरे बाप रे, एक मिनट. Okay, non-spontaneous. Fine. Awesome. No issues, right? You can even copy this particular thing and you can write it down. And I'll add an extra point here, which I have not written. Can happen. Matlab, this heat energy from cold towards hot can happen when work is done. Kindly add this also. ये भी add कर ले. This is also important. ठीक है? This process can happen when someone is there to do a work. Okay? When someone is do a work, ये तो हो जाएगा. हो गया ना? Okay? ठीक है. मैं परेशान. Oh, last process क्या होता है? Reversible process होता है. Reversible process. Shall I explain? ये reversible process क्या होता है everyone? Doubts are crystal clear है ना? और क्या मेरा बच्चा लोग है so brilliant है, super brilliant है, awesome है. So your doubts will be cleared. I know that. Why sir? I am feeling so much sleepy. ऐसे कैसे? हाँ? Just do some exercises. Okay. Just jump up and down for 2-3 times. पूरा काम पूरा नींद ऐसे जाएगा. ठीक है? Okay. Now last topic. I think everybody can wait. Last topic we can finish it off. Okay. We can have an amazing party and then we can go. देख ले. Reversible process क्या होता है? I think you already might have read the definition. Right? Now I'll give my own explanation. Everybody, I'm going to draw the PV graph and I'm going to explain ये reversible process क्या होता है. ठीक है? It starts from a point. Let's call it as first point. Its pressure is P1 and volume is V1. Now it goes to another point, point 2. We call it as P2, V2. Okay? It goes from P1, V1 to P2, V2. A process is reversible when it goes from one state to another state and it can retrace the same path back to the initial state, then the process is reversible. Matlab, after reaching the second state, if it can go back to the first state, one condition is there, it should be going along the same path, aise. Then we should be then we call the process as what? Then we call it as reversible process. Then we call it as reversible process. Okay, so how can I write a definition? Reversible process ka, it's a process, okay, which can come back to the initial state by retracing the path, matlab through the same path, retracing the path without making any changes in the atmosphere. ठीक है? It shouldn't be making any changes in the atmosphere. Without making any changes in the atmosphere, ठीक है? देख ले, this process should happen. If this happens, then we can call it as reversible process. If it doesn't happen, irreversible process. Nothing more to explain on that. समझ में आ गया? समझ में आ गया? There are some links to be there. देख ले. For reversible process also, initial point and final point same है. ठीक है? If it is same, delta T 0 है. We already have explained. ठीक है? Delta U 0 है. ठीक है? If delta T and delta U 0 है तो delta U 0 है. क्यों? Delta T 0 है. Why? Because initial and final points are the same. So there is no change in this. Fine. Okay. Now, if I write the formula of delta Q is equal to delta U plus work done. Okay. Delta U already 0 hai. Fine. What about work done? When it moves from the first point towards the second point, there will be a positive work done. How much is it? It is the area under the graph. Itna area, right? Itna positive work will be there. ठीक है? Now, देख ले बच्चा लोग, from the second point, it is moving to the first point. मतलब from a larger volume, it is becoming छोटा वाला volume. देख ले, volume तो कम हो गया. So when it moves from the second point to first point, work is being done, and it is the area under the graph. But as the volume is decreasing, it is negative work. So magnitude of work done is same, but it is positive and negative. So the total work done in one complete reversible process कितना हो जाएगा? 0 हो जाएगा. So delta Q will also be 0. मतलब there is no heat energy exchange between the system and the surroundings. That's what the final part of the statement states. Without making any changes in the atmosphere, because atmosphere doesn't will be having or will not be experiencing any change if a reversible process happens. Okay, अच्छा वाला conceptual part है. I hope you all got it, right? हाँ, everybody is already following. Mithilesh, Shreya, Jia, Battleground, Lucifer, Sumit, Meru, Miara, Binay. Awesome. कोई भी doubts है क्या इस पे? We are gonna wind up the session within 5 minutes. Okay, I just want to talk about a chotu wala thing, then we'll wind up. Yes, Mars. अरे Mars भी आ गया क्लास पे. Sana Pakka, Miara, Priyanshu, Bhumika, Vedi, everyone, it's clear. Awesome. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, very good. Okay, everything is clear, I suppose. Now, the last part. Now, do you remember spontaneous process? All the spontaneous processes are non-reversible. All the spontaneous process क्या है? All spontaneous processes are not reversible. मतलब all these are irreversible process. क्या है? All are irreversible process. अरे ऐसे क्यों सर? Spontaneous process मतलब अच्छा process होता है. Why it has to be irreversible? Can I tell you? देख ले, we'll take a छोटा वाला example. Now, I have a closed container. Inside the closed container, I am taking compressed gas. मतलब at high pressure, we have some gas molecules which is staying inside this particular container. ठीक है? Now, container पे मैं एक छोटा सा hole बना दिया. क्या हो जाएगा hole से? Through this hole, the molecules will start flowing out. Right? The molecules will start flowing into the atmosphere. क्यों? Because it is moving from high pressure to low pressure. Is it a spontaneous process? और क्या? ये तो spontaneous है. ठीक है? Because it happens by itself. Right? My question, this way happens. My question is it possible for all the molecules which comes into the atmosphere, is it possible to take it back to the same container all by itself? ये हो सकता है क्या? अरे बिल्कुल नहीं हो जाएगा. ठीक है, देख ले, it is not possible to take back these molecules without making any effect to the atmosphere into this particular into this particular container. Obviously, if you want to take, we'll have to do some work. if work is done, can we call it as spontaneous? Sorry, can we call it as a reversible process? No, because we already have written work has to be zero if it is not making any changes in the atmosphere, right? So all by itself, this gases which is moving to the atmosphere, we cannot take it back into the container all by itself. If we want to, we will have to do a work. If work is being done, it will never be considered as an reversible process. So this is an irreversible process. So I just have proved spontaneous process क्या होता है, irreversible होता है. समझ में आ गया अच्छे से? नन्ना मुन्ना हैप्पी चेहरे से समझ में आ गया? Right? Okay. Now the reason why it is an irreversible process, because the first reason for the process to be irreversible is the system from an equilibrium state is getting converted to a non-equilibrium state. मतलब ये molecules है ना, once it reaches the atmosphere, it will keep on spreading up, है ना? It will never stop its spread. It will keep on spreading here in this atmosphere because atmosphere is a big space. ठीक है? So it will keep on spreading throughout the region. मतलब this state is entering into a non-equilibrium state, isn't it? That is the first reason for the process to be irreversible. समझ में आ गया? First reason for a process to be irreversible is system enters into non-equilibrium state. That is the first reason. ठीक है? Just now I have explained. Is there any other reason? Yes. अरे, there are so many dissipating forces. Dissipating forces मतलब the forces which will allow or which will take out the energy from the system and it will pass the energy to the surrounding. Those forces are called as frictional forces. ठीक है? Viscous forces, what are their job? उसका काम भी ये है to take out the energy from the system and throw it to the surrounding. When the energy is being thrown into the surrounding, there happens a heat exchange. मतलब delta Q cannot be zero. But we have learned for a reversible process, delta Q zero होना ही चाहिए, right? It cannot be zero, ठीक है, when dissipating forces are happening. So the second reason for a process to be irreversible क्या है? Dissipating forces. Dissipating, I hope my spelling is correct, dissipating का, right? ठीक है. Dissipating forces will, right, let the system lose energy to surroundings. Okay, these are the two important reasons why a process is not reversible. Clear? हो गया. That was the last topic for today. हो गया आज का. Okay, spontaneous, irreversible है. And the reason for the process to be reversible, I have written it down. कोई भी doubt है तो from this chapter, this is your time. And if you want to note it down, जल्दी से note down कर ले. I'm giving you time. भूमिका, मैं रू, मानसी, जिया, सुमित, श्रेया. अरे कान टेंशन नहीं है कुशाग्रा. ओके, मिथिलेश, यस, आ गया समझ. भूमिका, यस, क्लियर. ओके, ओके. डू यू वांट टू डू सम छोटू छोटू नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चंस? नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चन करना है क्या? प्यारा क्वेश्चंस मतलब we cannot have any numerical question from second law of thermodynamics. जो छोटा क्वेश्चंस है. Okay, देख ले. Irreversible process. Okay. Tell me what is the answer for this? इसका आंसर क्या है? Irreversibility arises in the thermodynamic process due to क्या है? Sir, do you know caller wali? Who? Miyara, I have no idea who it is. Okay, आंसर क्या है? I just told you, irreversibility arises in the thermodynamic process because of two reasons. Two reasons. One is because of non-equilibrium and because of the existence of dissipative forces, है ना? So both 1 and 2 ये है हमारा आंसर. Just now I have told you, थोड़ी देर पहले, ठीक है? वो क्वेश्चन जैसे आ गया. So very good मानसी, भूमिका, सुमित, ऋतु, बढ़िया बात है. ऑप्शन सी करेक्ट है, ठीक है ना? ओके, नन्ना मुन्ना क्वेश्चन, जल्दी दे दे उत्तर. Go for it, go for it. Option. Which one is it? No process is possible whose sole result is a transfer of heat from a colder object to a hotter object. किसका statement था? Two statements only. So go for any of the luck here. Which one? Array, it was Clausius statement. Who said? Bhumika, Ritu, Meru, Ayushi. It's option C. No, it's not option C. Mithilesh, right? Okay, Ritu, very good. So it was option A. It is the Clausius statement, right? Which says heat energy can only transfer from hot to cold. It can never happen by itself from cold to hot. ठीक है? Yes, Yathan, Ayushi, Binay. हाँ, हमारा option है था correct. ठीक है? ये question करेगा हम last question, and this will be the final question from this chapter. Use this opportunity to do it. ठीक है? And it's a very important question, and I want every one of you to try for it. I'll explain this, then we'll be winding up today's session. हो गया आज का, और कुछ नहीं. ट्रबल नहीं करेगा आप लोगों को भैया. फिर से कल का सेशन के बारे में पता है ना? At 10 PM tomorrow we'll be having thermal properties of matter का chapter revision. ठीक है? मतलब it is not like a one shot video where we'll be explaining everything. It's a revision class, right? Those who completed learning the chapter, obviously we have completed, है ना? So we'll be making a quick revision of the entire chapter at 10 PM tomorrow. भूलिए मत. Okay, आंसर दे दे. आंसर क्या है? उत्तर क्या है? A option is given by Bhumika, Mansi. Then who else? मिथिलेश बोल रहा है. और कौन? जिया बोल रहा है. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. ओके, भूमिका, बीने, अरे बच्चा लोग, आप सब लोग ऑसम है. अरे ऑप्शन ए करेक्ट है. शैल आई एक्सप्लेन? ओके, क्वेश्चन क्या है पहले? A cyclic process is shown in the given below PT diagram. Pressure temperature graph is given there. ठीक है? So question is to convert this PT diagram by taking all the information from here into a PV diagram. ठीक है? We'll take a fresh page and explain. Okay? I'm gonna draw the PV diagram all by myself. Now first we have the point A. देख ले. From the point A to the point B, देख ले, from the point A to the point B, the PT diagram is a straight line, है ना? From A to B. From A to B, pressure versus temperature graph is a straight line. Yes or no? Yes. Which means pressure is directly proportional to temperature. If pressure is directly proportional to temperature, what will be happening? Volume तो constant हो जाएगा, है ना? Volume is equal to a constant. देख ले, I have converted one information to another. मतलब if the system is moving from A to B, volume remains as a constant. What about the pressure? Pressure was lower initially. Yellow, I think we cannot see properly, right? Which color will be used? Suitable for both. Red. देख ले. At point A, छोटा pressure था, P smaller. When it goes to the point B, large वाला pressure हो जाएगा. Which means from A to B it moves, volume constant रहेगा, but pressure P increase हो जाएगा. Right? Pressure will increase. So how can we draw the graph? Let me say this is our point A. Okay. So it's a volume constant and pressure increases. How the graph will be? ऐसे. This is the point B. देख ले, volume is remaining as a constant, लेकिन pressure तो बढ़ रहा है. Pressure is on the y-axis, volume is on the x-axis. ठीक है, बढ़िया, ठीक है. Now going for the process B to C. B to C. हो क्या रहा है BC से? From B to C देख ले, temperature का value throughout constant है. Temperature is constant. Temperature constant है तो it is an isothermal process, right? If temperature is constant, it is an isothermal process. And what is happening to the pressure from B to C? Initially pressure was larger at point B. When it comes to C, pressure कम हो रहा है. मतलब pressure decreases. Pressure decreases. I'm putting an arrow mark down. मतलब pressure decreases. Inculcate or incorporate all this information and draw the graph. B to C isothermal graph. Isothermal graph ऐसे curved hyperbolic graph होना चाहिए. ठीक है. And when it moves from B to C, from large pressure, it go to छोटू वाला pressure. हो गया. Yes, correct हो गया. ठीक है. This is our point C. Done. And from C to A, simple है. देख ले. From C to A, pressure is a constant. Right? From C to A, pressure is a constant. So we can just draw a straight line which corresponds to isobaric process. समझ में आ गया? ये हो जाएगा हमारा ग्राफ. Okay. I think we shouldn't be using this red color, है ना? I think it's not a big suit. ठीक है, सब समझ में आ गया? भूमिका, मिथिलेश, श्रेया, पिशु. ओके, एनी डाउट्स? कोई भी जल्दी बता. सुपर क्लियर, नन्ना मुन्ना अच्छा वाला. यस. ओके, गुनाई सुमित. नाउ ओवर. हाँ बिल्कुल, अब तो खत्म हो गया. नाउ आई विल ऑल्सो गो एंड ईट समथिंग. बहुत भूख लग रहा है. रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चंस विल डू लेटर. ठीक है. ओके, नाउ tell me, how many of you want to join me for Spark batch which is happening in our Unacademy platform? ठीक है, we are gonna start the new chapter of oscillations. Okay, and waves chapter from which day onwards? From 25th. मतलब complete chapter in detail. Okay, we are gonna complete 2 chapters within 15 days. By February 15, starting from 25th of Jan, we'll be completing. ठीक है. Now it's an amazing course. Don't miss it. This oscillation and waves, I'll make you super perfect for every one of you. So along with my classes, you can attend Shalini ma'am's class for biology, Abba ma'am's class for chemistry, Anida ma'am's for English, and Deepak sir for maths. Okay, so many amazing students are there, right? So you can also come and rock. Obviously, you just need to use my code while making the subscription. AMB10 code use कर ले and come and just be a part of this amazing platform. I will be waiting for you. ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. Now Unacademy Prodigy program चल रहा है, scholarship. What it is? चलो, it's an amazing scholarship program which can help you to get lot much of prizes. क्या करना है आप लोगों को? Very simple, right? You just need to come and write the Prodigy test examination which is going to happen from when? 23rd of Jan. And from students ranging from class 7 to 12 can write the exam. Date and time दे दिया. Okay, you'll be thinking, sir, it is just scholarship मिल रहा है और कुछ नहीं. Do you need a MacBook Air? चाहिए क्या? Laptop चाहिए? MacBook Apple का laptop चाहिए? If you score rank 1 मिल जाएगा. 2 to 3 Apple iPhone मिल जाएगा. Apple iPad मिल जाएगा. Rank 4 to 5, 6 to 10 Echo Dot, 41 to 100 Amazon vouchers. Make this happen, right? Okay. Now, let me tell you, if you make the subscription right now, obviously my course is going on, you can come and join. Along with that, if you go for 12 months or more than that subscription plan, extra 3 months subscription is given free. And 10% discount के लिए क्या है? हमारा code है. Code क्या है? AMB10. Okay. Now, these are the other class 11 batches, expedition batches there. If you want, you can join that. Fine. Special classes I'll soon be updating you, मेरा बच्चा लोग. Okay. Now, thank you so much everyone for being here, making the class so awesome. Those who haven't liked the session, this is your turn, right? Just move it and click on that like button and do let me know that you have enjoyed the class. Enjoy किया ना पूरा का पूरा बच्चा लोग classes. So थोड़ा भी like भी दे दे, प्यार भी दे दे. Fine? Yes. So I am going to say bye everyone. See you all in your next classes. Fine? Sir, at least crack a lame joke. अरे अभी कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा, मेरा पूरा energy निकल गया. Right? We know that delta Q is equal to delta U plus P delta V. Whatever delta Q I had, पूरा का पूरा वर्क तो कम कर दिया. So delta U मतलब internal energy भी खत्म हो गया. Now I have to have some delta Q. खाना खाना है. ठीक है, so that I can build up my delta U, internal energy भी बढ़ जाएगा, थोड़ा काम भी कर जाएगा. ठीक है, so bye. I hope that can be considered as a lame joke. So anyway, जा रहा हूँ मैं आप सब लोगों को भैया, फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते कल 10 बजे के क्लास, डोंट फॉरगेट. ठीक है, बाय एवरीवन.